The night sky. It is often hard to see everything the sky has to offer at night, especially living in suburban areas, which is the home for light pollution. However, with one click of a camera and 3 easy steps, you'll be able to go from this to photos like these. So grab your camera and let's get started. So you've probably just seen the title and thought to yourself, well, what the heck does long exposure mean? But we'll get to that in a minute. Because first, we need to learn the 3 basic fundamentals of a camera. The first camera basic is called aperture. Aperture is a space through which light passes in an optical or photographic instrument, especially the variable opening by which light enters the camera. Imagine that the lens is like an eye. When you're in a bright room, your pupil closes more to let less light into your eye. However, when you walk into a dark room, your pupil opens up more to let you see better and allow more light in. This is exactly the same as in a camera. When you want more light in a photo, you would want to have a large aperture, such as 4.5. But if your photo is too bright, you would want to have a smaller aperture to let less light in, therefore an aperture of around 22. The second camera basic is called shutter speed. Shutter speed. The nominal time for which a shutter is open at a given setting. The shutter speed is essentially the time it takes for the shutter to open, capture the picture, and close again. A fast shutter speed like 1/250th of a second is great for a sharp image or when the object is moving fast. A long shutter speed of between 3 to 30 seconds is great for motion blur, or in our situation of taking photos of the night sky. Shutter speed also affects the amount of light coming into the camera. The quicker the shutter speed, the less light. The longer the shutter speed, the more light comes in. The last camera basic is called ISO. There is no real definition for ISO, but it stands for International Organization of Standardization. Basically, ISO adjusts how sensitive the camera sensor is. The lower the ISO, the less sensitive, meaning less light in the photo. The higher the ISO, the more sensitive, meaning more light in a photo. However, as this feature is artificial, the higher the ISO also creates fuzziness or noise in the photo. Although these camera basics mainly apply to a DSLR camera such as this, you can also use any camera, even your iPhone, to take a photo like this. All you need to do is download an app that will allow you to change your camera settings manually. Wow, that was a lot to take in, but now we know the basics of a camera, we're almost ready to take the photo. Now that we know the camera basics, we need to now set up the camera for framing. For this shot, we need to keep our camera stable for a long period of time, so the best way to do that is by using a tripod. If you don't have one, all you need to do is rest your camera on something stable that will hold your camera while it takes the shot. For your photo, you'll want to point your camera to the sky at around a 45-degree angle. We will also want to have a feature in the photo, such as a tree, mountain, or in this case, a cliff face. To complete the framing process, you'll want to look through your viewfinder until you get it framed perfectly. So for the final step, we need to know how to set up the camera settings. To remember how to set up a photo, I use the acronym SAY, which stands for shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. Because we want the dark sky to appear bright and see all of its features, we need to have a bright image. So for that, we need a long shutter speed of 30 seconds, an open aperture of 4.5 to allow as much light in as possible, and an ISO of around 400 as we want some light but not too much grain. Now all we have to do is wait till it's dark enough to take the photo. Now that it is dark enough, there is only one thing to do, which is click the shutter button and wait 30 seconds for the picture to be taken. Now you should have a picture like this. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you want to see more videos like this, comment down below and like the video. If you want to see other content, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Goodbye.